Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Poland. Today we're diving into something truly fascinating, something that often sparks a little surprise, maybe even a touch of bewilderment when Americans encounter it. We're talking about Polish patriotism. Now you might think, patriotism? Every country has it. And you'd be right. But the way Poland expresses its love for the homeland, the very fabric of that pride, is unique, powerful, and often a world apart from what many Americans understand. If you've ever wondered why Poles celebrate their nation with such a profound, almost sacred intensity, you're in the right place. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new appreciation for what it means to be truly, deeply Polish. And while you're here, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us bring more of these stories to you. So let's set the scene. Imagine an American visiting Poland for the first time. They see flags, they hear stories, they witness commemorations, and their first thought might be, wow, these people really love their country. But then, as they delve deeper, a different kind of patriotism emerges, one that feels heavier, more rooted, almost a spiritual experience. For Americans, patriotism often feels like a celebration of success, of freedom, of opportunity. It's fireworks on the 4th of July, cheering at a baseball game, or maybe a flag proudly displayed on a porch. It's vibrant, optimistic, and often a little loud. But in Poland, patriotism carries a different echo. It's less about a triumphant roar and more about a deeply resonant hum, a constant awareness of something precious, almost lost and hard-won. The key to understanding this difference lies in history, specifically a history that is starkly different from America's. Think about it. America, for most of its existence, has enjoyed unbroken sovereignty. Its wars were fought on foreign soil or for its initial independence, but the land itself has never truly been carved up and occupied by foreign powers for centuries on end. Poland, however, has faced the unimaginable. Imagine your country simply disappearing from the map for over 123 years, partitioned by powerful neighbors. Imagine a language, a culture, a very identity being systematically suppressed. This isn't just a historical footnote for Poles. It's a deep, collective memory that shapes everything. It's why Polish patriotism isn't just about celebrating what you have. It's about remembering what was almost taken away and the immense sacrifice it took to get it back. This historical context directly leads to the first point of shock for Americans. Polish patriotism is forged in loss and survival, not just victory. It's a patriotism that understands struggle, martyrdom, and the relentless fight for existence. When Poles celebrate their independence on November 11th, it's not just a party. It's a profound act of remembrance for generations who fought, suffered, and died to ensure Poland returned to the map. Every hero, every battle, every uprising isn't just a story in a textbook. It's a testament to a nation's unbreakable spirit. Americans might find this depth of reverence surprising, perhaps even a little melancholic, because their own national narrative rarely includes the constant existential threat to nationhood that defines so much of Poland's past. Secondly, and this is a significant difference, Polish national identity is often deeply intertwined with the Catholic Church. For centuries, when Poland was under foreign rule, when its language and culture were forbidden, the Church became a sanctuary. It was a place where Polish traditions, language, and the very spirit of the nation could be preserved. So, when you see expressions of Polish patriotism, it's not uncommon for faith to be visibly strongly present. This can be quite striking for Americans. In the US, while many citizens are religious, patriotism is largely a secular concept. The separation of church and state is a foundational principle. To see a specific faith, like Catholicism, so intrinsically linked with national identity and expressions of pride can be genuinely eye-opening, even a little confusing for someone coming from a different cultural framework. Another aspect that often surprises Americans is the formality and profound reverence with which Poland approaches its national commemorations. Think about how major national holidays are observed. They often involve solemn ceremonies, public prayers, laying of wreaths, and quiet reflection on past sacrifices. There's a seriousness, a gravitas that feels different. American patriotic celebrations, while meaningful, often lean towards fireworks, parades with marching bands, barbecues, and a general celebratory atmosphere. It's more outwardly festive. In Poland, while there can certainly be joy, there's also a pervasive sense of remembering the weight of history, the cost of freedom. This more somber, formal approach to national pride can make an American pause and recognize a different kind of respect for the nation's journey. Finally, what can be truly surprising is the less contested nature of nationalism itself in Poland. Because of that shared, painful history, there's a broad societal consensus on the importance of national pride and what it means to be Polish. The concepts of patriotism and nationalism are often embraced without the intense societal debate or polarization that sometimes accompanies them in the US and America. Discussions about nationalism can quickly become contentious, often linked to political ideologies. In Poland, however, there's a collective understanding that patriotism is a necessary, unifying force, a shared bond that helped the nation survive and thrive against overwhelming odds. An American might be struck by this widespread, almost universally accepted embrace of national sentiment, seeing less internal critique and more collective affirmation. So, when you put it all together, the history of survival, the intertwining of faith and nation, the solemnity of remembrance, and the widespread embrace of national pride, you start to understand why Polish patriotism isn't just patriotism. It's a profound cultural force, a deep wellspring of identity that has been tested and tempered by centuries of struggle. It's a testament to resilience, a commitment to memory, and an enduring love for a homeland that truly fought to exist. It's this deep, almost spiritual connection to the nation's past and present that often leaves Americans feeling not just surprised, but deeply moved and impressed. What do you think? Have you experienced these differences firsthand? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. We love hearing your perspectives, and if you found this exploration as fascinating as we did, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the incredible culture and history of Poland. We have so many more stories to share, and your support helps us continue this journey. You can also find links to some excellent books on Polish history and culture in the description if you want to learn even more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Poland.